In this tutorial I will show you how to set up the Raspberry Pi and EnlightMe server for the first time. What I have here is a Raspberry Pi in a nice case with a 16GB SD card with EnlightMe server pre-installed. The instructions for that you can find on my homepage as well. Here I have a Wi-Fi dongle, USB dongle to establish the connectivity within my Wi-Fi network. Inside I will put in this PCB board with the 433 MHz receiver and sender that I acquired from PiLight.org. PiLight is a project that EnlightMe server uses as well in order to communicate with the 433 MHz remote devices like the switches, the power switches. So the installation of this on your Raspberry Pi is actually very easy. You can buy this pre-soldered on PiLight.org. Just attach it to your Raspberry Pi and that's it basically. Next, you power up the device and wait until the EnlightMe server boots up. After about 10 to 15 seconds, the EnlightMe server should be up and running. Now it's time to get your smartphone, download the app EnlightMe from your Android Play Store or the App Store for Apple. And if you launch it for the first time, and if your smartphone and the Raspberry Pi is in the Wi-Fi, the EnlightMe app will automatically find the correct EnlightMe server and connect to it. So you see there are no rooms set up yet, no schedule set up. As the device there is only Emma, which is the speech engine of EnlightMe. So it's a really fresh installation here. So let us start with setting up the EnlightMe server and the EnlightMe app for the power switches. I got here a brand new pack of power switches with a remote control and 3 power switches in there. So first install the battery into the remote control. We will need this remote control in order to capture the signals of the remote control of the sender. This makes it way easier to configure the device in the EnlightMe app. So we start off by selecting the switches type of devices. Let's give it a name for the switch group. And then proceed to add a switch, actually. So by pressing a button on the remote control, you already see in the receiver log that there's some signals are being received. And you see here the Elro 800 switch with the ID 31 and the unit 8. This is actually corresponding to the D buttons on the remote control for on and off. So this is what we will enter here in the switch group. The protocol will be Elro 800 switch for all the switches in this group. Give it a name, let's say Elro, save it, and then edit it in and add the switch now. So we have the Elro 800 switch protocol now predefined. Once again a test, yes, ID 31 unit 8, so we give it a name for the switch test, for example. Add the ID 31 and unit 8 is already there. So here it is. Click on save. And now if we go to the switch group, You see the green and the red button. This is for turning it on and off. You can test it, and you see that the switch is turning on and off. We will demonstrate this with the lamp. So I have attached a little lamp, and you see by pressing those buttons the lamp goes on and off. And now let's demonstrate the power consumption features of EnlightMe. So you can, for every device and every switch, you can set a value for the power consumption of that device. And EnlightMe will count the watts of energy that is being consumed by the device when turning on. I'll add a second switch here with a power consumption of 115 watts just for demonstration. Go back to the home screen, and here I see the gauge is now at the 0 watts right now, and if I turn on the C button, then it goes up, and if I turn on the D button, then it's on the maximum. So with this receiver on board on the Raspberry Pi, it can actually capture the signals that are in the air, and if you use the remote controls, for example, to turn on your lights and not just the EnlightMe app. Next thing is the rooms. So for the rooms, I'll make a simple demonstration by taking a picture of my lamp here, but it could be also your living room, for example, and then I will import that picture. So I create a new room by clicking on the plus button and then adding the picture that I just taken from my gallery. Name it, like this one will be a lamp, but imagine this picture could also represent your living room, your bedroom, or your apartment. Could be a blueprint of your apartment, for example. And then I'm selecting the switch group arrow and my switch device test and placing it somewhere on the picture. So actually on the bulb itself. By saving this, I've created a new room in the EnlightMe app, and any other EnlightMe app that will connect to this EnlightMe server will get this predefined room as well on the device. And now by just clicking on the bulb, the light goes on and off in real life. And it will also show if we turn it on with a remote control or turn it off with a remote control. Thank you.